Hello friends, welcome back to Vue.js tutorial. We are discussing about Vue.js core concept from very basic to advanced. In this video, we are going to discuss about the from handling. Already we published lots of videos from very basics. So now it's time to handle some from. So let's start from basic from. Okay. So this is my application. It's running, and this is the project directory, means all the code base. Here we are using the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so here I want to create a from, and I want to submit that from, and on submit I want to check, I want to see what the value is submitted. That's our goal in this video. Okay, so simple. Let's create a from. For from handling, for from related things, always you need to use the from tag. Okay, so inside the from, just create some fields just like name, then just copy these things, just like name, email, and some messages. Okay, so just change it for email, and here write email, and let's use some text area. Okay, so I am not going to add the input type text. Actually, I just going to use the text area. Okay, and here simply this will be some message. Okay, and v model, we know how to define the model. Okay, so this is the reactive properties for views: name, email, message. Okay, now just declare these things into the data sections. Okay, so just use name. By default I just going to use as a blank, then then email, so email as a blank, and then message. Okay, I just defined. Suppose I just going to create a button. Suppose to submit the form, we need to submit these things, so we need some button, then button, then submit. Okay, and here I just going to write type submit. Okay, so this is the from. Don't think about the design, we have not concern design right now. So when we click, it will submit the from. So what will be, so just check in these sections, this the browser tab section. So click on the submit, you can see it's submitted and it's loading. Okay, because this is the submit button. Okay, this type is submit. That's the reason the default property of submit is to submit the page. Actually, you can see the question mark also coming because for get property, right? And it's loading the page. I don't need to load the page as we are using JavaScript framework like Vue. Okay, so here the user experience is the most important thing. So when you click on the submit, it actually submit the page without refreshing the page. So how to do that? So Vue.js provides a reactive property, and when you click on that things, we can access this property value from here, but we don't want re-rendering. So when we click on the submit button, I just going to I just going to create a event, just like event submit. Okay, and I don't want this submit will render, or it will reload. So for that I just going to use the prevent. Okay, so submit prevent, and here I want to create a functions like simply submit from. Okay, this is the functions, this is the method, you can say. So when we submit these things, that time the submit from will call. So simply just create a functions, get a method inside this script section. So simply just here just create a methods, and here not these things, this here simply write submit from, and we can get the console log, this name, this email, this message. Okay, so when we click on that things, actually this will get the property name, email, message. So whatever we will declare inside this property, we can access throughout this section with the help of this refers to the current object, and this refers to a current object, and we can access from here. So now just go here and inspect the element. So here just go and write console, and inside the console section you can see, so suppose the name is write john at the rate email.com, and message you can write some message. So just think about two things. So when you click on the submit, it will not reload again as we are using the submit prevent, and also we will get the response in the submit from. So this is a submit from. This is the methods actually. Okay. Now click on that things. So we can see it's not loaded, and we will get the john at the email.com, some message, whatever we write, we are getting these things into here. Okay, so we can process these things to the API, we can submit these things from the API, through the API, and we can display what you want. Okay, now the thing is, another thing I need to show you another things means, the good practice is we are using normal name, email, message means from property here. Suppose we have lots of data, we have lots of fields into the from, then you need to pass these things, you need to pass all the things like this name, this email, this message. So better, the good practice is you need to create some another object, like the from object, and inside the from object just declare what you need. Okay, and here inside the console just write this dot from, and you will get all access from here. But one things we need to change, we are using the normal name, email, message, so the actual the name is inside the from. So simply write from dot name, from dot email, and from dot message. How it's coming here, remove this. Okay, and from dot message. Okay, these things, name, email, message, from name, from email, from message. Okay, now just go here, and here you can see inside the submit from, we are just printing the this from. Multiple fields can happen, multiple fields can have, but we don't need to concern about that things. Whatever inside the this from, we can access from this from. Okay, then again write john at the rate email.com, and then this is message. Okay, just click on that things, you are getting all the things here. Okay, so name, email, and message. So in this way we can submit a form. Now this is inside the console, but as a user I want to see this message, these things into here, and when you click on the submit, we'll get access of that. So we'll see this message. So simply just need another section. Suppose here write P, and inside the paragraph tag I just going to display all the things. Okay, so like inside the h3 tag, and you can write from submitted first, then I need to see the message. So simply write in this way, name from name, email from email, and message from message. So inside the template section, if you want to access the value, you don't need to use the this, but inside the JavaScript we need to use the this, as it is object oriented and as it is maintaining the oops concept. Okay, now here I want to change this P to the span tag, so it will be better. So just go to the browser, and you can see the name, email, message, this is blank. Why blank? Actually we have not submitted anything. So I want to see these sections only when we submit the page. So how can do this? So we know the conditions. So when we click on the submit, I need to I need to check some conditions, and based on that condition I will display that things. So when you click on the submit, actually it's calling the submit from, and here I just going to add some status like things. Suppose here write is submitted. Okay, by default is submitted it false. So when it will submit, then here I just going to write this dot is submit is true. Okay, so when is submit is true, then only it will display. So here we can write our conditions. So simply write v if and is submitted. Okay, now just go here, we cannot see anything. Okay, now here simply write jack and jack at the rate email.com, and let's add some message. Now if you click on the submit, we can see the jack at the email.com. Let's add some message. The interesting thing is it's showing directly with the two-way binding. Actually this is the reactive property, it's binding here, and we can display all the things into here. So it's two-way binding. Okay, and another important thing is we are using all the fields inside the form. That's the reason when you call any API, so for save just call API and post this dot from only, this dot from. Okay, so inside the API just pass the this dot from, then all the value will submitted through the API. So we can submit this from. Now we can validate the from. So how to validate? So for validation, when we just going to submit these things, let's create another functions for validating our applications. Okay, so now when we submit the form, we will check some validations. So here I just going to create another functions like validate from, and all the from will validate from here. And if this validate from functions is true, means it's return true, means complete validated, then we can only submit. Okay, so let's check if this dot validate from is true, then only we will submit. Okay, and here we can write this submit is true. Okay, and now these are the functions. Here we need to check all the validations. Okay, so now just go to the validation from, and here I just going to declare another things. So simply, and here I just going to add one another objects, that is errors. Okay, so there can have multiple errors, so simply write errors as an object. Now by default initially this errors is blank. Okay, now I need to add if this from name equal to blank, then we can add some validations, or you can write if not this from name, means nothing in the name, then we can write the validations errors name, this dot errors name is required. Same like we can do for email also. So do this for email, and here instead of name just write email, and do same things for the message, and here just write email and here write message. Okay, so I checked is validation is error or not, means if name has some value or not, if email has value or not. Same for message also. Now we need to check if the errors length, means if anything is in the errors. By default error is blank, and here I need to check if anything's inside the errors, or the length of error is 0, that means no problem. And if there is something, then we need to validate. Okay, so simply write return object keys these errors length 0. Okay, so based on that things, we can understand this validate from is true or not. Okay, now we to display the message, so simply if you just go and click on the submit. Okay, so this should not submit. Why submitted? So let's check one thing. This is a validate from, it's calling from here. Okay, so here we need to use the functions. Actually, this is the functions. So if we have not written anything, then it will not submit. If you write something, a something, anything, okay, and message, then it's submitted. Okay, that's great. Means validation working. That means validation is working. Now I need to send the message. Means if we have submitted and it's not submitting, how user can understand is submitted or not. So for that things we have a message. So here simply inside the name or email you can write any things. Means here write just create a span, and here just display the error's name, and we need to add some conditions. So v if errors name, then it will display the errors. Okay, so same here write for email and same for message also. So just change the property name, errors message and email. Okay, now here just click on submit. The name is required, email is required, and message is required. So one things we need to change. Actually I just going to add some classes here. So when these are the error, when anything error is happen, then we can see with the red. Okay, so simply write style and scoped, and inside here I just going to create a class. Means simply just write error class, and if any error, then color will be the red, color red. Great. Now just add this error class here. So simply write class error. So copy all the things from here and paste it here. Okay, now just go and click on submit, and then name is required, email is required, and message is required. So add some things. Suppose here write Johnny and click on submit. So you can see the name is required section is not there, but email and message is required. So Johnny @ email.com and Johnny's message. Okay, so click on submit. So here you can understand how the form is submitted. This is the basic form submission. Actually means you can specify the email should be proper. Means I just checking if any email is there or not, any value is there or not. You can check the proper validation with the regular expressions also. So inside here you can check, means if anything's email present or not. If any email is present or present, then you can check the message, the email is validated or not, means proper email or not. You can check with the regular expression, you can do with your logic. But the basic thing is how you can do this, how you can handle from with the view applications, how to validate, how to submit. Okay, so hope you can understand these things. And still, if you have any queries about this video, please comment in a below comment section. Hope you can understand, and thanks for watching this video. Have a good day.